This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and these are the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. I know there have been a lot of Buds in Samsung's storied history of making wireless earbuds, and doubtless some of you opted with your pre-order for the Fold 3 and the Flip 3 to get these as part of your $200 pre-order credit. So this time around, we have a shiny exterior white casing, and it seems like every other model year they switch between matte and this. And inside you have your choice of graphite, which is what we have, almost black, but well, graphite, very dark gray, and the buds are shiny, by the way, unlike the case. And you can get them in white, lavender, and olive green, which isn't a really deep, dark, dank olive green. It's kind of a nice, light, playful olive, if you can say such a thing. So these are $149, and they have active noise canceling. So that puts them at about the appropriate price range for buds with active noise canceling. They're a bit less expensive than the $199 Buds Pro list price, but street right now those are around $179. And they're missing just a few of the features, but they're the smallest and the lightest yet, and it does make a difference in comfort. We're going to look at them now. So the fact that they are smaller and lighter, it's just amazing. I mean, your ear canals are tiny things, right? Just little changes do make a big difference. I thought the Buds Pro were pretty comfortable, but these are just a lot more comfortable. And even though I might like a few of the features of the Buds Pro better, I kind of gravitate towards these because of the comfort, and they stay in the ear really well. It's the usual thing. They come with 3 sets of silicone ear tips. Medium are installed by default. I have small ear canals, the things you tell thousands of people when you're a YouTuber, right? Small ear canals, so I use the small size on mine. And there's a new feature in the software, the Galaxy Wearable app. You don't have to have a Galaxy branded phone to use that. Any Android phone's compatible, and it gives you a fit test. It plays a small, pleasant tone, and then it lets you know. And I thought I had fit them in there pretty well, and they said, no, no, no. So I adjusted them a little bit, like, and then the bass improved on them. So that's quite nice. As we've seen before with Samsung Buds, you have 2 drivers, so you have woofers and tweeters, and that makes for pretty good sound quality. The original OG, very first Buds, I wasn't too impressed particularly with the bass on those, but they've been getting better and better. Buds Plus sounded pretty good, and these certainly, and adding active noise canceling helps too, sound really good. Do they sound as good as Buds Pro? Not quite for the clarity of mids and highs, but it's definitely the same on the bass. If anything, these might be a little bit more bass heavy, but these sound pretty good. But for example, if you're listening to Montero and there's that background clapping thing going on, it sounds slightly harsh on these versus really spot on with the Buds Pro or with Sony's wireless earbuds 4th gen. In terms of call quality, you have 3 microphones, 2 outer, 1 inner, and then a voice adaptive pickup sensor as well. Call quality on this is very good, and the AI or active audio pickup that it does helps isolate the background noise around you away so people don't hear it when you make calls. So good job. It's amazing how sometimes earbuds really don't do a great job with call quality. These have Bluetooth 5.2, and if you're using Samsung products, you can have them automatically switch from product to product. So you got a Tab S7, you got a Galaxy phone, maybe even have a Galaxy laptop. It's not true multi-point, but it does work pretty well. And for codec support, we have the usual SBC, AAC, which is great. It plays nicely with iPhones, that means, and it's Bluetooth, so of course you could pair them to iPhones if you want. Just won't be an app for it. There's no aptX here, by the way, and we have Samsung's own scalable codec, which is a pretty high-quality codec that does work with, well, Galaxy products. The Bluetooth connection has been reliable and fine with me. Pretty good range, about 20-25 feet or so away from the phone. Typically, I keep the phone in my pocket when I'm having a phone call anyway, but also body does not block the transmission or anything like that, so that part's good. When it comes to this versus the Buds Pro, once again, the Buds Pro add 360-degree audio only with Samsung phones, so that's a virtual surround sound thing. I don't think that's going to be a deal breaker. For the ambient noise levels that you can choose from, this has 3 and the Buds Pro have 4. So there's your other difference. In terms of battery life, they're actually pretty similar. So this does have active noise canceling, and it's fairly effective. It blocks out machine noise and hum pretty well. And the ambient noise, I actually like the way it handles it. For example, AirPods Pro are supposed to have a great transparency mode, which is ambient noise. And I find that the central air conditioning blowing sounds more pronounced and digitized on the AirPods Pro than it does here with the ambient noise canceling. You can turn off noise canceling completely if you want to, have it on or have it in ambient mode. So you have your choices there. And obviously, if you do turn on noise canceling, be it ambient or just full on, you'll get a little bit better sound quality because the sounds around you won't be competing. It's not as good at blocking out voices in the room. So if you're using it for a bunch of chatterbox people in the office, it might not be as effective as if you just want to block out airplane noise or bus noise. The buds have an equalizer. It's not like an equalizer curves, though. It's a bunch of different presets. I typically leave it on dynamic, which with the OG buds, it was not really very good. But now it actually is pretty good at detecting the kind of music and giving you a good experience. But you can play with those settings and find something that you like. One Buds Pro feature that it lacks, which might be good, at least in my case, is the Buds Pro have this feature where they can automatically pick up if somebody's talking near you and lower the audio. It doesn't mute it completely, it makes it very low. So that's absolutely great as long as you're not like me, and I sing along with the music all the time. So I was triggering that feature and I had to turn it off. Also, again, chatterboxes or TV. If you happen to walk in the room and somebody's playing the TV and there's dialogue going on, it might fool them. So this doesn't have that feature at all, so you won't have to worry about that. Of course, there's touch controls, which you can leave on or turn off. Usually a quick tap will pause the music, press and hold to switch between noise canceling modes. And as always, these earbuds are so teeny, it's not really Samsung's fault, but it's pretty darn hard for things that you constantly probably adjusting in your ear to not accidentally activate some of those controls. So it's up to you if you want to turn them on or off. Samsung does have a widget that you can have on the home screen, so it gives you quick access to turning touch controls on and off and changing your noise canceling modes, which is kind of convenient. And there's a Galaxy Watch 4 app for those of you who really are into the ecosystem that Samsung's offering in 2021. One thing I will say, and this is just me, but I'm probably not alone, there's a reason why the Buds Beans, which are really called the Buds Live, why Samsung made them, because those are the ones that don't seal your ear canals. I get clogged eustachian tubes, and I'm not really comfortable with earbuds that really seal you. And these are, well, earbuds that do really seal you, a little bit more so than the Buds Pro. So you know who you are. If you can't take that sensation, or if it does bother your eustachian tubes, or you're prone to ear infections, keep that in mind. Again, this is a problem that's inherent with many earbuds that do have a pretty good seal. When it comes to battery life, they claim 5 hours, and I found that was pretty much on target. And this is pretty much average for noise canceling buds. And you'll get longer if you turn off the noise canceling. And as always, the case has a battery in it too, so that will give you an additional 13 hours of playtime. And it's the usual deal. If you plug them into a USB-C charger, and it comes with a USB-C cable but no charger, you have to supply that yourself. Anyway, it takes about 5 minutes to get an hour of playtime. And they do also support wireless charging, and they work with reverse wireless charging on Samsung phones. So in terms of the competition, I mean, there are AirPods, but I don't think this is the same market probably. If you've got an iPhone, you're probably going to go with AirPods or AirPods Pro. If you're Android user, you would be considering these. So I'm not going to really get into the whole AirPod thing too much. But we do have Samsung's own model. We have the Galaxy Buds Plus, which are the outgoing model. Those do not have active noise canceling. They're $99. So if you want active noise canceling, it's a no-brainer to get the Buds too. They're a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier also. Now, the Buds Pro, I think I've talked enough about those. You know what you're getting for your extra $40 or so, depending on what price is around you. And, you know, if you're a little bit more into the audiophile thing, or you like 360-degree audio, that sort of thing, I can still see going for the Buds Pro. And lastly, there are other brands too, like Anker's Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. Those are really good sounding buds, and they're $150 also. They don't have active noise canceling, but they seal the ear so well, and they did the acoustics so well that I didn't feel like I was really not enjoying the experience without it. But if you do need to use them in noisy places, that would be something to consider as well. So there you have it, the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2, $150, give or take, and really, they're doing a good job here. They've just kind of found the sweet spot for really small, really comfortable, active noise canceling that's pretty effective, good call quality, and pretty good audio. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more cool tech videos, and thumbs up if you like this vid.